All right, we're here with Cameron Hobson. He's a 2008 Crawfordsville graduate and went on to play at Dayton and was an 11th round draft pick of the Seattle Mariners. He's going to take time to answer a couple of questions for us today. First of all, I know you're headed to spring training soon. When does that happen and where are you going?
I'm leaving on Sunday, this Sunday on March 3rd. And I'm going out to Peoria, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix.
All right.
That's where our whole complex is.
So you'll be there with like some of the big boys and maybe see some of the like Felix Hernandez's and the big names while you're down there at all?
Yeah, I mean I'll see them, but I'm not gonna like be hanging out with them.
Right.
Obviously.
Right. Okay, let's go back, turn back the clock a little bit and talk a little bit about it because I think this would be encouraging to younger players coming up. These days you can run a fastball up there in the low 90s, but that wasn't always the case. It took a lot of work to get there. So let's go back to maybe like when you were a freshman in high school, how hard do you think you were throwing a fastball?
I think when they gunned me in one of the games and I was throwing, I think I topped out at maybe like 79 miles an hour. The fastest fastball.
So what did it take, you know, in the off season? What were some of the things that you did in the weight room or in terms of just working indoors and all year round to make the gains you made during your career?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was anything that necessarily that I was doing, different than anybody else. I think it was just, I was putting a lot of effort in the weight room, working with our coach, Coach Mose and everything, and then just getting bigger and just naturally, growing. So I think that's there's not really a secret method.
Just keep working and keep going.
It's about hard work.
Okay. All right, and let's cover one other thing. I think this is an interesting story from just the whole arc of your career as a high school player. In 2006, you pitched in the semi-state. In 2007, we came up just short in the regional and kind of had a heartbreaking, a tough loss there. What was it that in 2008 it just felt like we were kind of like it's like a team of destiny, or there was something that, anything less than a state championship probably would have felt like we came up short. So what was it that drove, not just you, but like our team to be able to finally reach that highest goal?
I think it was just that as a team we just thought, that we were the best. We were the best out there. We had worked the hardest, and ever since we were, in 8th grade, growing up together, playing in the summers, just playing together and, having success early on, especially, as we went up, and we were big role players in those teams that went on into the tournament my sophomore year and my junior year. And then, going into our senior year, we were kind of the guys that took the lead, and really, it was just about having confidence and knowing that we worked hard and we were going to be the best ones out there.
Okay, and let's jump ahead a little bit. Now you've been working down here at the hitting streak with some of our younger players, really all of our pitchers. Does it look like we have anything to offer this year? Can we get some guys out based on what you've seen down here?
Yeah, I think that it's not all about talent in baseball, especially. It's not football where the biggest guy is gonna go out there and be the most successful. It's a finesse game, and it's about preparation, and these guys have been down here. I mean, I've been working with them twice a week now for I think 5 or 6 weeks, and they've been down here, a lot, and they've been working hard and just working with them and seeing how much they've improved is I think that they have a great chance of being a successful team this year, and I think it just depends on how much leadership they can get and somebody that's going to take control and be accountable and being able to go out there and win baseball games.
Okay, and speaking of off-season work and just working hard every day, what's your regimen been like in the off-season to get ready for spring training? I know you've been throwing with Brandon more.
Yeah, I've been throwing about 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week for the past, obviously it's gone up and up as I get closer for the past couple months. And before that, my workout routine started. I was going 4 days a week in the weight room, starting in October, and then got into January. I started working out 5 days a week, and then it it just keeps getting more and more. And I probably work out for about 2 hours at a time, 5 days a week, and just trying to get my body in shape for a long season. It's 142 games at a minor league level, and it's a lot to take. So you have to really build your body up to be able to stand there.
All right, last question. Where do you expect to report coming out of spring training? Not that you can control that, but what do you have in mind going forward? Maybe where you hope to end up this year.
Yeah, I can't really control where I go or anything like that, but I want to be, I want to think about being a successful guy at the AA level, and whether or not that happens, whether or not I start at high A where I was last year, or move up a level. I'm just going to go out there and with a good attitude and just try to improve my game and get ready to be a major league pitcher someday.
All right, sounds good. If you want to follow Cameron just all season long, stay tuned to our Facebook page, Crawfordsville High School Baseball on Facebook. We'll post updates and try to keep in touch with what he's doing all year. Hopefully have a successful season. Thanks a lot, Keith.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.